Approved Home Pro Show, making energy efficiency easy and affordable. For more information, go to approvedhomepros.com/hero or call 844-GO-4HERO. That's 844-GO, the number 4HERO. Now, yesterday, okay, first of all, every Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on San Diego 6 TV, we do the Approved Home Pro Show. It's a 30-minute show. We bring the different pros on, much like the radio show, just on television. Right. And we had ASI, a Hero Approved contractor, on with us, Jack and the company there. And I got to tell you what, man, talking about the things they were able to do through the Hero program for 3 different families, the stories that he shared with us.
3 great stories, and we want to hear more about we're going to talk about that some more.
Absolutely. And one of those stories, first of all, Jack, it's nice to have you on the program.
Thanks for having me again.
But one of those 3 really struck me, having some elderly folks in the family and some medical necessities. You were able to help a young lady out with the Hero program and your services in Ramona, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So take us through that, how you met her, how you hooked up with her, and how you, introduced her to Hero, the whole thing.
So regular service maintenance, client calls in, and we come back out to do her regular tune-ups, and our service technician notices the actual design. Our big mantra at ASI is safety, health, comfort, and energy. So when we send a technician to your house, the first thing we're looking for is safety.
Let's stop for 1 second, because safety with old furnaces, that could really cause a lot of unsafe conditions, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of natural draft furnaces still out there. And when I say natural draft, that means that, for looser terms, the exhaust pipe for the furnace basically has to find its way out of the home, compared to the new regulated furnaces that actually are sealed and pump the exhaust out.
So it's about the fumes then that can come into the home.
Carbon monoxide.
Okay, so you have all of these things in mind, and you visit this very nice lady in Ramona. And what happens at that point?
First thing we notice is that she's in her chair yelling to let us in, and she's on oxygen. So we do our complete audit, which means we check all the airflow, and then we check the cabinet. And it turns out that Johnny Lunchbox had been there earlier and shoved
Wait a minute. Is Johnny Lunchbox friends with Chuck and a Truck?
I'm not sure.
They might be brothers, actually.
I haven't seen them together, but I've passed them both on the freeway.
Johnny Lunchbox. I love it.
So he had jammed a massive cubic feet per minute furnace into this tiny little closet, and then tapered it down to the original small ductwork and left all the fiberglass ductwork in the attic. So she's breathing all that, not to mention that the furnace, every time it turns on, it chokes and then says, I'm not staying on any longer because I'm choking, and turns off. So we have this on and off sensation, and she's not getting any cooling or heat.
So the efficiency is terrible.
And it's like blasting fiberglass particles through the duct system?
That's right, because it's actually fiberglass ductwork from the 70s. It's called fiber duct, and they actually pieced it together with fiberglass collars, and the inside was all fiberglass.
And that gets stuck in your lungs, and that can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, not good for your health, that's for sure. So we'd like to stay away from that.
So you see this issue in the home, right, pumping way too much, I guess, air, for lack of a better term, through a hole that's too small.
That's
this pipe.
It's like a funnel.
Stops it up. The efficiency's terrible. It can create a danger.
Right.
And then what? You tell her, hey, look, we got to take care of this.
Yeah, she was sitting down, but normally I would say, let's have a seat so we can talk about your home. And the issue was that she had invested with Johnny Lunchbox and was taken advantage of. So now we have to redo everything Johnny Lunchbox did, which ends up into a big expense.
And I know where this is going, is she probably didn't have the cash to do.
She started crying. There was no way. So when we work with senior citizens, we make sure that we contact any relatives, family members to get involved in these types of decisions.
And Hero encourages that too. I mean, they're very customer centric.
And here's something about that too, mentioning the Hero program. Before Hero came about, before this product was here for the homeowner, to allow them to make these upgrades. Right. If a person's crying in front of you, there was probably not much you could do if they didn't have the
not
cash.
In the banking business, unfortunately. I'm really good at home performance, but not banking, and that's a tough deal. Yeah.
So she needs a new furnace, right? She doesn't have cash, so you offer the Hero program, right?
Yeah, well, first I get the children involved and get them over and ask them what the equity was in the home, if there was any. And then Hero offers a great program for a contractor, where a contractor can go online to their site and easily look at the equity involved in the home, as well as look at the position of the home as far as what upgrades can be done to it based on dollar value. So at that point, we get a number, and then we talk to the children and let them know, look, this is what mom needs. This is why she needs it. We can do this right away. All we'll have to do is get a signature today, and we can move forward.
By the
You
way, if
can
you're
find
listening
out-
to this, if
sorry.
you're listening to this, you can do this too. If you are hearing these words, you can do this through the Hero program. It's approvedhomepros.com/hero or 844-GO4HERO.
And you can tell what that's just to find out if your home is.
Oh, just see if you qualify. Yeah, you can do it online. You can make the phone call, and it takes, I've heard stories of less than a minute, up to 5
Seconds.
minutes.
Seconds,
It's
yeah.
fast. Yeah. It's very fast. Yeah. All right, so this is the woman in Ramona who was able to do these upgrades.
Right.
She has got to be, I mean, is she just smiling ear to ear? And now she's-
Well, she's stoked, but more importantly, her children are very happy that now everything's healthy in the home and she has heat and they don't have to worry. I put in a Wi-Fi thermostat that they could monitor from Sacramento, so they can constantly see that that she's in a well-conditioned
That's
home.
so cool. That's cool.
What a great story.
And we've got another one, too. You've got two more to share.
Yep. Family, Grace and Mike up in Claremont. The Claremont homes are built between the mid-50s all the way into the 60s. So
Right.
again, old furnaces, but in some cases even worse, asbestos ductwork when we get there. The new Title 24 compliance measures are revolved directly around the ductwork and the leakage therein. So, both working, kind of broke, little credit issues, but no heat. And now we found the asbestos, so we have to have it abated, and then we have to put new ductwork in. So this takes the expense to a place that, again, is almost...
Let's back up again for a second about abatement. So asbestos ducting was commonly used.
Yep.
You're equipped to get a homeowner set up to have that pipe removed, disposed of legally, properly, and then put a new system in.
That's right. So we put together the homeowner and the abatement contractor. So the best thing you can do when you have asbestos in your attic is to make your contract directly with the abatement company, because it's ultimately their responsibility to make sure your home is clean. So the good news was that their parents had helped them out with purchasing the house, so there was equity in it. So again, we jumped on the Hero hotline on the web, and they were able to get in with a signature, and we were done in a couple of days.
What's that number, you ask? It's 844-GO4HERO, 844-GO, the number 4HERO. And again, I'm going to say it like a broken record, because I personally know some folks who have used, and I mean outside of this network, people who have used the Hero program, who when they hear me talking about it off the radio, they go, hey, we used that. We actually were able to do our home upgrades. So with a
It's
company
so
like
easy.
ASI or Payan Pools or any of the Hero approved contractors, and there is a vetting process with that too. It's very important to know that you can do the whole home approach as well.
All right. The beauty of the Hero program also is their tool shows you exactly how much money you're going to save with the energy savings provided from the upgrades.
Perfect. All right, we're talking to ASI. It is our Hero Highlight. Stay tuned for more of the Hero Hour on the Approved Home Pro Show, making energy efficiency easy and affordable. Just go to approvedhomepros.com/hero or call 844-GO4HERO. And we have one more story that we want to share. It's very compelling with ASI right after this.
When news breaks,
Hit the stock pretty hard when the news first broke, but today,
Officer Neil Browder shot the man after he came toward him with an object that turned out to be a...
Welcome back to the Hero Hour on the Approved Home Pro Show, making energy efficiency easy and affordable. Just go to approvedhomepros.com/hero or call 844-GO4HERO. It is very easy to find out if you qualify. And Thompson Building Materials, the Tree of Dreams. Greg, this is going to be such a cool thing.
It's a great charity for Rady's Children's Hospital. It's December 3rd from 6 to 9, the Tree of Dreams. There's interior designers that are decorating trees that'll be on display. You could actually, I think, buy them, or if not, just get ideas. Again, it's a great charity.
Yeah, you bid on the designer tree that you're looking at, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you want to find out more, you can go to radyfoundation.org/Tree of Dreams or approvedhomepros.com. We have the information there. Again, it's Thursday, December 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. Thompson Building Materials is very involved with this charity. They'll be there, and I encourage either donating or showing up. So Thompson Building Materials is located near the 94, 5 miles from downtown. Great place to get ideas for home improvement. Their phone number is 619-287-9410 or thompsonbldg.com.
Great folks at Thompson Building Materials. Thank you, my friend. And we have Jack in studio from ASI, our Hero Highlight, talking about the Hero program. And earlier in the program, we did talk about a couple of families. We've got one more story to share with you, and I'm sure you have a million more, but these are so compelling and so great. One in particular is an elderly woman in Ramona. Medically, she absolutely desperately needed to have an upgrade to her heating and air duct system, a new unit, the whole thing. She couldn't afford it. You introduced her to the Hero program, and now her family is stoked. You even installed a Wi-Fi system so her family up north can keep an eye on her and see that she's just doing really well. I love this.
That's right. Yeah, easy to monitor for them.
So who is the third story that you want to share?
This is the completely other end of the spectrum. This is Doug and Del Mar. Everybody's seen those oceanfront homes with the glass facing the ocean and the flat roofs.
Wishing I lived there, yes.
Yeah, again, came out to meet with Doug because he says, my house just won't cool. I've had it. We provided what's called a manual J, or a heat load heat loss program, to whereas we figure out how much it takes to cool and heat each individual space, and it was off the charts compared to what he had there. So we were able to introduce high efficiency Mitsubishi products. We were able to
split units.
Yeah. We were able to
Now hold on, split units. That's where you can heat different areas of your home.
more along the lines of ductless. We want to refer to those as.
Okay.
So there's no ductwork. It's a ductless. We have to remember that we're not introducing cold air to our home. We're removing heat. So anywhere we can remove ductwork, the better we remove heat. So not to mention all the upgrades we did for him, but we were actually able to refer him to a cool roof contractor, also covered under the Hero program. And he was able to get his entire flat roof done in an insulated, cool white roof, which brought my heat load way down, and I was able to save him money on the size of the equipment he had. But his biggest thing was he wanted to take advantage of the tax credit.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you why somebody with probably the money in pocket to do it wouldn't just pay cash, and that is a great point because of the potential tax benefits that you can have.
Exactly. The Hero contractor portal gives us the ability to show the client exactly how much money they're going to save, exactly how much tax benefit they're going to get, exactly how much energy they're going to save, and people who want to use their money in that fashion are really attracted to
Well, and they're deferring the cost, so you don't have to come out of pocket for all that cash.
That's right. Not a penny. Signature.
So this is cool. So you got the person who needs it medically, you got the family who's concerned, health concerns, and then now you have somebody who has a very nice place to live but wanted to be more comfortable, and why not?
Right. Because he's talked to other contractors before, and they told him how many millions of dollars it would be, and he just wasn't comfortable with rolling those dice.
All right, Jack from ASI, a Hero-approved contractor. Can you please give us some contact information for you if someone wants to get a hold of you?
1-800-481-COOL. That's 1-800-481-COOL.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Those are such cool, compelling stories.
Yes.
I love that. And the Hero program, they're so easy to contact. 844-GO4HERO or Approved Home Pros.
Thank you.